Hey guys, it's Rachel. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a comparison and review of the Naked Wild West, and I'm going to be comparing it to the Naked Born to Run palette, which has a little bit of similar shades. And then I'm also going to be comparing it to the Beached eyeshadow palette from Urban Decay, which has a lot of similar shades. So stay tuned for that if you want to see how this all comes together. So here is the Urban Decay Naked Wild West palette. It has some beautiful shades in it, and I already did a look with it. This is a look that I did there. I will link that video. There's also a giveaway in that video. If you want to enter, go ahead and enter that video. It will be ending on March 26th. So this video will be going up what I'm filming it on. So this video will be going up on the 17th. This one I'm filming it on the 15th, but it'll be up on the 17th. So there you go. That's my schedule. So here is this palette, the Urban Decay Wild West, and then here is the Urban Decay Beached palette. You can no longer get this one anymore, but I've heard some people maybe say a little bit of comparisons to it, so I'll be swatching them and showing you some shades that are quite similar, but you can definitely see a lot of similarities. So if you already have this one and you're not in the market for having a giant collection, maybe you do not need the Naked Wild West, but there are some very, very similar shades, but also not. So I'm going to swatch the ones that seem incredibly similar. So let's swatch Salt and Standoff. Okay, so Salt and Standoff. Salt is a lot more shimmery. Here's Salt on the top and Standoff on the bottom. So you can tell they're not similar. They're not dupes at all. And then I'm going to swatch Daybreak and Ghost Town. So this one's Daybreak, and then Ghost Town is, I'll put them side by side again. So Daybreak and Ghost Town. So I'm going to swatch those together side by side. So Ghost Town. So they're very similar but not close. So here's Ghost Town and here's Daybreak. So you can see this one's a lot more orangey terracotta, and this one leaves a little bit more of the brown tone. So there's that. And then I'm going to swatch 16th Street and Rustler. So 16th Street and Rustler. Swatch them. So Rustler, very pretty. And 16th Street, very pretty. So similar but not dupes. So this is Rustler and this is 16th Street. You can tell that they lean in the same color family, but they're not similar in the slightest. So, and I will swatch Bud and I will swatch Double Dip, but they're not similar even in the pan. You can tell they're different. But I will swatch them for purposes. But really pretty. I would like to, these are really good beachy palettes, both of them together. So this one is Bud right here from the Naked Wild West, and this one is Double Dip from the Beached palette. So you can tell that none of the shades are exact dupes, but they do have some similar, like they're in the same kind of color family category-esque. So if you're a makeup enthusiast, just like most of us are, then you would definitely be able to make these work differently. But if you are not an avid makeup hoarder, if you already have this one, I wouldn't say you need this one, because they essentially can create different looks in different ways. So now let's get out Born to Run. There's not that many similarities in this palette, but there still kind of are, if you know what I mean. So Naked Born to Run. Something fell out. Naked Born to Run and Naked Wild West. Okay, so let's swatch some similar shades again. I'm going to swatch Stand Off and then Break Away from the Born to Run palette. So Stand Off and Break Away. Now these ones are a little bit more similar maybe. And then I'll take Weekender and swatch that in the same category. No, not the same. So this one right here is Stand Off at the very beginning. I'm not going to be able to see very much because they're so light. And then this one is Breakaway. So not that similar. Not very similar. And then I will swatch Ghost Town again, and then Riff. So those are a lot more similar than the other shades were. So this one's Ghost Town and this one's Riff. And you can kind of see them here. They're a little bit more similar than the ones in the other palettes. So Ghost Town is this one and that's Riff. So you can kind of see they're a bit different, but they're in the same color family once again, like I said before in the past. So the next shades I'm going to swatch are Whiskey and Good as Gone. So Whiskey and Good as Gone. So this one's Whiskey, and this one's Good as Gone. So I probably should just take a picture of these and then just circle them because I'm like super like not professional like I've said in the past. So Whiskey right here and Good as Gone right here. They're like similar but not. Once again, similar but not. And then let's see what other ones could we swatch that are kind of similar but not. Let's swatch Ignite. Ignite. And then Rustler. I don't imagine. Nope. So Ignite and Ghost Town or Rustler. Not the same, but super pretty. And then I will swatch Big Sky. My fingers are really hating me because this is a lot of swatching. So Big Sky. Big Sky, super pretty. And then, so those are a lot more similar. So this one right here is Big Sky and this one is Bud. You can see how much similar they are than the other ones in the other palette. Like almost exactly the same, but they look super different in the pan, oddly enough. Basically, I would say if you own this one too, I wouldn't say you need this one either, because this one has a lot. This is actually probably one of the bigger palettes that Urban Decay has come out with in a long time. And I really love this palette. I need to actually leave it on my table to play with more because I've only probably used it 2 or 3 times. Shame on me. But it's super pretty. Like, look at these shades. I know it's been like, I feel like the reviews are in like a really big range of people loving it and people not so much loving it. But I feel like this is really something nice that came out of Urban Decay's collection that is just really pretty. The packaging is really pretty. I'm super glad that I have this palette. It's super gorgeous. And I am super glad that I have this palette as well. But essentially, I wouldn't say if you have a small curated collection, you wouldn't need all 3 of these palettes in a sense. And I definitely don't need them, but definitely not getting rid of anything. So my hoarder status is real. But it's just about preference. Like if I probably wouldn't take this traveling because I'd be afraid to break it, but it's pretty. And I want to keep all of these out because like summer's coming and it's giving me total summer vibes, especially this palette since it's like the ocean and beautiful. But I would say this one is a good stray back to Urban Decay's like naked roots, because it's very, very naked-y. It's like really, really pretty. And I can't really wait and see what they come out with next, because this is gorgeous. And I hope they come out with something a little bit more green, more ivy, more mossy. But this is a step in the right direction. Maybe they can do like an ocean palette that's more blues, because that's earth tone, naked. Let me know what you think of these palettes, if you have either of these two. Don't forget to go to the other video and check out the giveaway. And without further ado, I will let you guys go, because I need to get something to eat before I have to go pick my kid up from school. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Bye!